Metal Jesus, and I'm back again with part 2 of the Dreamcast Hidden Gems with the immortal John Hancock.
Dun, dun, dun. Glad to hear.
He is back and brought a ton of other games that are hidden gems for the system here.
That's right. I brought some things that people don't think about so much.
Some really awesome games in here, but one game I do know really well, and I can't wait to talk about it. Let's take a look. All right, dude, what you got?
First game is kind of an uncommon shooter called Outtrigger.
Outtrigger.
Outtrigger, I do believe it was an arcade game. It was very arcade run and gun, kind of like a classic shooter in arenas. You go around and you shoot stuff. You get points. There's a multiplayer aspect to it. It's very fast. Kind of in the same vein as like Quake.
Is it third or first?
It's a first-person shooter.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, first-person shooter, kind of a run and gun. And yeah, it's uncommon. I liked it. I thought it was fun. It's just very fast. You know, it's a game you can play, in small bites. Pretty fun.
I've never heard of it before.
Yeah, good stuff.
Here's another one in a really large box.
Correct. So this Alien Front Online.
With real-time chat.
Yeah.
Voice chat.
So, yes, you could chat with people back when this came out. That was a big deal.
The Dreamcast was ahead of its time with the whole online thing, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I would go as far as say console-wise. And I know PC gaming, look at this.
Right.
Been gaming online forever. But for consoles, I would say it's the first successful console to have online infrastructure that the mainstream played.
Now, here's the game. You asked me if I had this game, which I do. This is Seaman.
We both have Seaman.
Yeah, we both do. But yours is sealed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is one of those deals, when the Dreamcast was closed out in 2002, 2003, every place had clearance bins of Dreamcast stuff. And
this game, if you don't know, I did a video on Seaman, but I wanted to do it right, and so I actually filmed myself playing this game every day for months, because that's kind of what you need to do to play this game, because it's a pet simulator of the weirdest kind. I mean, it's so bizarre. Leonard Nimoy does the voice of the fish, and you basically raise him up, and then at the end you have to decide, what you're going to do as far as his freedom or not. But really fascinating game. My wife thought I was nuts playing this because Seaman was asking me about my marriage. It was really weird. He asks you all sorts of stuff. He wants to learn about you as you learn about him. And she comes down, she's like, what are you doing? What is this game that you're playing? And it uses the microphone and all that stuff. It's actually, it's pretty cool for what it is.
Yeah, I think for an experimental type game, Sega was really pushing some boundaries at the time. And totally recommend even just playing this game for the experience.
Oh yeah, there's nothing like it. I've never played anything quite like it. It's definitely cool to have in your Dreamcast collection.
Yep. One of my top 10 for the systems.
Wow, Zombie
Revenge. Arcade style brawler.
There's the brawlers.
Yeah, it's a brawler, and I love my brawlers.
Yeah.
And just punching up on some zombies. It's 2-player fun. It's just great arcade style gameplay. I know the zombie thing's kind of overdone, but this is well done.
This is 13 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, 13 years ago, well done. I still play this.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
This is a game I own, and I love this game. It's actually, I do believe this is an arcade game. It started life as an arcade game. Called Gunbird 2.
Yep, and oh look, it's Capcom. Oh look, it's a shooter.
What a shock.
Yeah. And this one is a well-animated shooter. Fantastic graphics.
Yeah.
Definitely, this is something that for the hardcore shooter fan.
Yeah.
There's bullets flying everywhere.
This game is so hard, not to cut you off, but I was playing it the other night on easy mode, right? And towards the end of this game, I don't even know how mere mortals do it. I think you have to be part machine. And I mean, it was brutally difficult, but so much fun.
Even the immortal has a hard time with it. So
you probably play it on normal though.
Yeah, easy. But no, good stuff.
This has a cover unlike I've ever seen on the Dreamcast. What is it called?
Yeah, it's Super Magnetic Neo. The short way to interpret this is it plays a little bit like Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, really?
It looks better, has a good soundtrack. Kind of a platform along those lines of Crash Bandicoot. Has some different play mechanics. Solid. Wow. Solid, and I do believe an exclusive.
Wow,
Not a lot of people talk about this. So.
I've never heard of it before, so that's cool. I love Crash Bandicoot on the PS1, so that's cool.
Yeah, I liked it. Kind of quirky, really colorful and bright. Recommend it.
Cool. This is a fighting game I've heard of, but never seen before. It's got the weirdest name.
Yeah, it is an arcade game, port, and a Capcom brawler. And it has really strange characters in it, and it's well animated. And I haven't played many fighting games like this, and totally recommend it.
I think they released this recently on modern consoles on downloads, right?
Yes, they have.
They did like an HD version or something, right?
Yep. And so there's not many fighting games like this, and it's kind of unique. It is a 2D brawler. Check it out.
Cool. This is a game I have in my collection, Starlancer.
Yes.
Now, tell me if I'm wrong, but this is by the guy who made Wing Commander, right?
I want to say so.
I think so.
What's important about this is that it's very deep and involved, 3D flight sim style
in space.
Yeah. This is not Rogue Squadron. Okay,
right.
This is much more complicated, and it's a very deep game. Totally recommended.
All right, dude. So I've seen this before, but I don't think I've ever seen it in person. What is this?
Okay, so I brought in the trilogy, as they would call it, of the Bleem discs for Bleem for Dreamcast. And Bleem was a program to play specific games of PlayStation games on your Dreamcast. Now, initially the project was to play all the PlayStation games on Dreamcast. They got in a little trouble with that.
So now, who was this released by? I mean, was this a Bleem? This company basically was making a PlayStation 1 emulator that you could go and buy in stores, essentially, right?
Yes. The goal was that you would buy their program, but then you would use the PlayStation game, which you bought commercially, and have it work in a Dreamcast.
Oh, okay. So. So it's just emulating the PlayStation 1 hardware, but you still have to own the game.
Yes. So the first one was Gran Turismo 2. The next one available was for Tekken 3.
Wow, interesting.
So what's even crazy about this is you open this up and they have a slot in the case so you can put your PlayStation disc in for storage. And it was just really strange. That's what the disc looks like.
The disc is cool looking.
Yeah, and these are pretty hard to get now. And of course they made one for Metal Gear Solid. And it looks really good. It looks better on the Dreamcast than it would be playing a PlayStation game on your PS3.
Wow, they're probably doing some sort of like upscaling or because it's all polygons. So
It looks really good, and it's unfortunate that their initial program to play all the PlayStation stuff never came out. They got in some legal trouble. And
I remember it being a pretty big controversy at the time, and well, very cool, man. Yeah, that's a ton of great games here. A bunch I need to add to my list for my collection. All right, here. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
As always, I want to thank you for watching my channel. Post a comment below, and all right, we'll see you soon. Take care.
See you.